All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of humanity's oldest, wildest dreams, immortality. And yeah, I know it sounds like pure science fiction, right? But what if I told you that a future without death is actually being engineered right now? It's all powered by AI and biotech. And believe me, the race to get there has already started. I mean, just think about it for a second. What if aging could just stop? What if you could live on long after your physical body is gone? You know, for the first time in all of human history, this isn't just some late-night philosophical question anymore. It's actually becoming a technological problem, and a problem that might just have a solution. So, to really get why this quest is so compelling, we have to go back. We've got to start with the one problem that has basically haunted us since the dawn of consciousness. And this is really the heart of it all, isn't it? This one single universal fear. It shaped our religions, our cultures, pretty much our entire civilization. It's the ultimate deadline, the thing that gives our lives meaning, a sense of urgency, and yeah, for a lot of us, a whole lot of dread. Now, to be fair, science has been awesome at pushing that deadline back. I mean, we live way longer, healthier lives than ever before. But here's the thing. Extending life, that's not the same as conquering death. That has always been the real dream. And now, it looks like AI and biotech might finally actually make it a reality. Which brings us to the really wild part. The audacious promise science is making right now, and it's all based on real, tangible progress that's happening in labs all over the globe. And look, this isn't some kind of magic wand stuff. It's hard science. You've got pioneers at places like MIT and Google tackling aging from literally every angle. We're talking DNA editing to fix the basic errors in our genetic code that cause disease. Or, get this, brain-computer interfaces that could one day hold our entire consciousness. AI is even learning to predict how our cells will behave, maybe even stopping illnesses before they even have a chance to start. It's incredible. And if you think that's futuristic, hold on. The concepts get even crazier. Let's talk about nanobots. The idea here is to have a tiny army of microscopic robots just cruising through your bloodstream, acting like a 24/7 maintenance crew for your entire body. They'd repair cells, destroy invaders, all from the inside out. And the most unbelievable part? This isn't just a movie plot. It's being actively developed. Okay, but here's where our story takes a really sharp turn. Because, with a promise this huge, there's gotta be a catch, right? There's an unseen price. And achieving this dream, well, it might just create a whole new set of nightmares. I mean, on the surface, it sounds like the ultimate win for humanity, doesn't it? No more grief from losing the people we love, no more diseases cutting lives short, an eternity to learn, to create, to explore. I mean, that sounds like a perfect blessing, right? Well, what if it's a terrible curse? What if solving our biggest problem only creates even bigger ones? This, right here. This would become the central conflict for our entire species. The really crucial point is this paradox. It's a huge one. So on one hand, you've got eternal life and the end of disease. Awesome. But what happens when nobody ever leaves? We'd be looking at catastrophic overpopulation, a massive scramble for resources that are already getting scarce. And let's get personal. What about you? After 1,000 years, would you be this font of wisdom, or would you just be crushed by existential boredom? Seriously, if life has no end, what makes any single moment valuable anymore? All right, let's put the huge ethical problems aside just for a second and get practical. What would this so-called digital afterlife actually look like for you or me? Like, how would it even work? Okay, now this is what's really interesting here, the timeline. A lot of scientists believe that by the year 2050, and that's well within the lifetime of a lot of us listening right now, the technology to indefinitely extend human life could actually exist. This isn't some far-off abstract future we're talking about. It could be just around the corner. So one of the leading concepts for how this would work is something called the digital twin. The idea is basically to create a perfect one-to-one copy of your mind. I'm talking every memory, every little quirk of your personality, and then store it securely in the cloud, totally separate from your physical body. And from that point, the whole process becomes almost procedural. Step 1, a complete scan captures the entire state of your brain. Step 2, all that data gets uploaded to your secure digital twin. And then step 3, the final step, whenever you need a new ride, so to speak, your mind, your actual consciousness, could just be downloaded into a new robotic body. You'd essentially be pure data that can just hop between different hardware. Wild, right?
So all of this, it brings us to the final and I think most important part of this whole explainer. Because these aren't just technical questions about code and robots, they're deeply, deeply human questions, ones that we might all have to answer someday.
So what do we do? I mean, do we embrace this as the next logical step in human evolution? Or do we push back and reject it as something fundamentally unnatural? And who even gets to be immortal? Is it for everyone, or just the rich and powerful? This could be one of the single biggest decisions society ever has to make.
And that brings us right back to that core philosophical question, doesn't it? Isn't it the fact that our time is limited that makes life so precious? If you have an infinite number of tomorrows stretching out in front of you, what makes today, this one single day, special at all?
Ultimately, this potential future, it isn't just one thing. It's somehow both one of the most exciting prospects you can possibly imagine, and at the same time, one of the most terrifying. It really does represent both our greatest hope and maybe our greatest mistake.
And so we're going to end with a question that's just for you. Forget about society. Forget all the logistics for a second. If, right now, there was a safe, proven path to living forever sitting right in front of you, would you take it? The choice is yours.